everything should be fine. Alright, let's get into it. Let's go and get those miles up. Or kilometers up, I should say. 3 cars should be enough to get us to 3,000 kilometers, methinks. So, take down Alexander, and then we'll take down the last true boss game. And then, yeah, this can be it our run. Hopefully, our undefeated run achievement will pop. Shouldn't take too long. Last stream I was playing to continue the kilometer grind with the RX-7 FD, but I decided to so I just swapped like a couple other cars in my collection, namely cars that I really like. So I think we can give these cars some kilometers on their clock instead. Starting with the SFC right here. Hey Weiss, new right? Yep. We're quite close to getting our target kilometer mileage, so I think with just 3 more cars, we'll be able to get that number, I think. And then, yeah, final boss we'll get, I think, after that. So yeah, if you can bear with me, we'll be here for at least maybe a whole hour. Because we're gonna do 6 runs of this loop. And it'll take 10 minutes each. Granted that we keep on trucking at like 450 kilometers each time. Am I driving? You'll be here with tea in a blanket? Hell yeah, Weiss. What am I driving? It's the older RX-7. So last stream I was gonna drive the newer one to start with, but then you know, I decided I just swapped this car and I'm like, screw it, let me give this car some mileage. This is basically the previous generation of the other RX-7 that people like. I'm more of a fan of this one particularly. Kinda hard to show it off, but might fall asleep? Yeah. It is gonna take a while. This is obviously something that I should be doing like off stream, but I thought to myself, since you know, I decided to stream it again, may as well like stream the grind. It shouldn't be too long, but it's gonna take an hour at the very least. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to get over as quickly as I can. Yeah, now in this game, happy to see more. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, soon we'll be, yeah, as I said, we'll be reaching the complete end of the run as soon as we get our mileage target, and then we'll get the final boss, and then that's the end of the new game plus run, and then we can start another one, I guess, if you want to, for a little bit, before we can kind of say goodbye to this game from the streaming side of things. I think until like, I don't know, it's December, because that's when the next big update is gonna come out for this game. This is December, so hopefully it's gonna be a big update, but that's a big if. Nonetheless, is I definitely like this game for sure. Really is a good old PS2 game just brought into our year Lord Savior 2025, and I love it for that. If I can just like stop crashing. Hope your day's been alright, Weiss. Did you have another day of busy working or just the usual? Hope life is not treating you too harshly. I've read a comment that apparently the torque slash power and whatever like really dies out when the needle hits like the top of the rev range, at least near the red line. So it actually is apparently recommended to actually shift a bit earlier than you would want, because that's where the max torque slash power is at. So you may as well shift at that point. That way your car can just get the gumption to increase more speed down the line. Had a new guy, imagine reading chat while going at 470 kilometers per hour. Jesus. A new guy at work doing a tryout. Greek colleague was there, so it was a blast. Gotcha. Sounds like a good day at work. Get along pretty well? Hell yeah, good to hear. Always good to hear that. It's always been there. You have good interactions with your coworkers. No one wants a bad coworker, obviously. We ruined that traffic car's day. Your team is pretty chill. Scalpel it again. But half of them quit at the same time last month. Ah, gotcha. Is it because too lazy or they just didn't like the work? You don't need to shout details you don't want to, but yeah, I guess. Gotta have the bad with the good, right? I suppose. But then again, maybe it's a good thing, because you technically don't want a team that's too big, right? Otherwise, how are you gonna, you know, coordinate every single person, every single member? So maybe it's a blessing in disguise, having the team being cut down like that. On the other hand, I mean, you can always look at it the negative way. Like, what would your team members be doing now? Right here. Nope. God damn it. That's very annoying. I was trying to get a speed trap, but of course there had to be a traffic car in the way of my driving line. A new boss joined and he sucks. We're pretty much prepared for 2,000 users right now. That's why you've been dead? Gotcha. Okay. So it is a bad thing. Okay. I see how it is. So surprised the game goes to the point of losing traction dilation joints. Yeah. We were talking about that the other day. That the traction what was you call it? Traction dilation joints. Yeah. There's like bumps on the road that actually does affect your handling somewhat apparently. Like driving those actually does like destabilize your car just a teeny bit, but it actually does matter. I'm just ruining these civilians' day, just sending them into the air. Just using space, I kind of did. It did feel like I did send them into space. Right, we made a circle. Time to make another circle, only in the other direction. I sound down? Nah, not really. I'm just a little bit tired. But not tired enough to fall asleep just yet. We'll try at least like maybe we'll do a simple 4-hour stream today maybe. Lots of gaming to do as well. So Rocket League is getting his Halloween event. Freaking Fortnite has his Halloween event. Back and forth. I say a lot of gaming, I don't know. It's mainly those two games, but also, I don't know. I've been playing this shooter called Fragpunk as well. Here and there. And of course, I got the gacha games on top of everything. Well, I say gacha games, 2 gacha games, you know, I'm still playing. That's just gaming in general, I suppose. But yeah, I'm good. Just a teeny bit tired is all. Also, before I started stream today, I could have started stream a little bit earlier, but I was busy making a livery for this car right here, and that means all right. But yeah, maybe I sound down because we're technically doing something that's actually not super interesting right now. It's literally just driving around. I mean, I find it fun, sure, but as a thing to stream, it's not super interesting. It's literally just driving around. I tried to make it interesting by, you know, driving different cars and whatnot, and we are driving at super high speeds, so it does impose a bit of a challenge, at least for me. But you know, from a viewer's perspective, surely this is not the most interesting you'll want to watch out of a game like this. Technically, nothing's actually happening besides me ticking up the kilometer clock. Livery off stream, it's not super crazy anyway. Besides, it's not super interesting, at least in my opinion. I mean, maybe it's interesting to you, but not really to me. Like, I mean, it's just pretty something simple. A little bit of gradient, a little stripe at the side, couple of stickers, just teeny tiny little details like that. I legit forgot who this sticker like belongs to. Trying to get my mouse out of the way. I really hope, I don't know why it's a thing, but It actually does kind of bother me that the mouse cursor actually stays on the screen. I would like for it to like go away by like automatically, but I don't know what does that. Some games does it, some other games doesn't. I wonder is I don't think it's an OBS thing because on other games sometimes they go away. So maybe it's just a thing that this game has that maybe they can work on in the future. Obviously, it is very, very low priority though, so because no one really cares that much. At the same time, though, I don't know. Just something to think about. Go arrested more just for fun. Sure, is it really a game thing? Yeah. I'm not over the top ricer, wise. I don't like to go too crazy in my shit. Maybe some other car in the future, but maybe not this one. But yeah, as a game thing, yeah, I just maybe it's a thing that's a thing that comes with this game specifically. Cause you know, Unreal Engine 5, I don't know. I don't really have any idea of an excuse that this game could have for the cursor to not vanish. Automatically. Ooh. Eh. Another thing is as well though, at least maybe right now, maybe I don't have the mind for it at the moment, or not in the mood. But I can't go too crazy with like liveries. The main way to like rise cars in this game is mainly through the livery system. It's not super complicated either, but at the same time, it's not super expanded or complex as well. Because you only got like 40 slots to mess around with, and it's not a lot. And I don't really feel that creative right now to make something very intricate. I'm just not a super creative person, unfortunately. I'll be the first to admit that. I see the bridge. Time to nitrous it up for the speed trap. $502 kilometers. Yeesh. At the very least, driving this much on a whim is actually kind of worth it because I get the long run bonuses, and they give like a full streak of long run bonuses gives me like 1.7 million. So it's not too bad making a bit of money on the side. Slaloming between two lanes. One challenge I definitely have a thing with this game is like when it comes to like corners, it's kind of hard, at least for me, to predict like where's the traffic car, like which lane is the traffic car that's on the corner. Is that something that looks like is on the inner lane, and other times it looks like it's on the outer lane, but other times it looks like I can't tell the difference. So when I think they're in one lane, turns out they're actually on the other. Then I have to adjust really quickly, or I'm gonna have a really big TC that I would rather actually avoid. Remind me what I'm grinding kilometers for. So there's one more wonder I need to defeat before we get to the final boss. The only problem is his requirement is to do at up to 3,000 kilometers. So right now we're at 2,500 kilometers, at least before we started today. So yeah, that's pretty much why we're grinding kilometers. That's right now. This is actually a big gripe apparently with a lot of people have right now with the game, at least when it comes to end game, is that yeah, if they skip around a bunch or haven't driven the game enough during like their normal run, like a normal like playthrough, then they have to settle to try and, you know, basically do what I'm doing right now, is basically trying to build the kilometers back up in order to get that one wanderer to show himself. For example, like when we were done with that, like the main story on our New Game Plus run here, we were only at 2,000 kilometers on the clock. On the original New Game Plus, it wasn't that original New Game Plus. The original playthrough I did wasn't too bad because we finished it at like 2,700 kilometers. But I think the big reason where that extra 700 kilometers came from was probably because of all the times I lost so much, so I had to drive around like even more while losing at the same time. So that's probably where the extra 700 kilometers come from. So I guess this is what you call suffering from success, right? I guess in a way. Let me do a quick little rival race here for no reason. You can erase every wonder you come across for fun. Yeah, but it's not efficient. Because every time, like right now, if I'm racing this one guy right here, I have to pull over every single time. So if I race every single wanderer down this like whole route I'm trying to do, it's gonna take longer than 10 minutes to do the whole loop. And you know, time is sort of the essence, one would say. The really reason why I did that one race is only so just in case I need to do a race in order to get another BAD name I'm gonna get for running this aura I have on this car. Imagine heading home at 3 AM after a night shift and some maniac is doing 400 kilometers in the motorway. Isn't that what the Autobahn is more or less like? Not really, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know how they police the freaking Autobahn, but isn't that a big thing that people say about the Autobahn, is that there's no speed limits on that particular section of the German highway? I don't know how it is nowadays, but that's what people used to say back in the day. Flip that guy. Yeah, but I can't drive recklessly. Police with Calypia? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, and of course, I mean, that's pretty obvious. Right, so that's 2 runs. So that's 127 kilometers. Not too shabby, but I think when we get to our 3rd car, I think we would try and give that car a little extra mileage before we'll see how much is left for the last car to do. Double check something with the car. Right, so I gave it a bit of a gradient on the bottom side of the car. But the gradient also went over like these arrow fins, and these arrow fins were originally like covered in like carbon, like this hood here, but they got covered as well. So now they look like they blended into the body kit. Saw that drift? Yeah, I'm slowly understanding how to when you brake and the car just destabilizes, I kind of understand how, more or less understand how to like put into a drift just by braking. And more or less, actually, it's not a bad way to go around a corner, not gonna lie. Just a matter of catching it. Blue Dominator. Huh. All right, on to our next car. So we are at 272 kilometers. So we need like roughly 280 more to go. So on to our next car. This is how I'm making it less like, you know, monotonous. Is to just switch cars and every 2 runs. Now next car is gonna be this beauty right here, sparkling. Covered it in stars and, well, more stars, because it's, you know, this is Subaru, the Pleiades. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Let me change it. I forgot to change the tires back to hard. There we go. Let me change this back to hard as well, because I'm not sure I'm gonna be driving this today. So that car I was just driving is the older version of this car right here, since you were asking. The Subaru Aura, yeah, it's a shooting star Aura. Borrowed from our good friend Eternal Polaris, our not love interest, so to speak. And it's blue and yellow, which is technically what the Subaru colors, isn't it? That everyone remembers it for. I think it turned out pretty okay. I may have gone overboard with the stars, but I don't know. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, maybe I've gone a little bit overboard. Look at all the stars everywhere. I don't know. It's awesome. Glad you think so. Alright, let's start it. Let's see how it is. Hopefully the tune is okay-ish. It got some shine to it. I see what you did there. So yeah, I'm just trailing stars behind me. It also looks like there's like liquid coming off the car as well. Youch. Jesus. Sunglasses, drum, and OK sign. Is that supposed to be a Badam Tis reference joke? You know, after we're done with TXR for today, you know, if you feel like switching games, actually, I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna be tired after this. I mean, maybe I will be. If I am, then I'll just end stream and just take a little nap. But part of me kind of wants to either start a new stream altogether and play something else. Part of me kind of wants to see if so Rocket League is gonna have his Fortnite Mirrors. It's a Haunted Hollows event starting for Halloween, and you know, both Fortnite and Rocket League is gonna have a little collab with Scooby-Doo. Well, Fortnite is already having a collab with Scooby-Doo, but I think in a few hours, I think we're gonna get a Mystery Machine and the rest of the Scooby Gang, Mystery Inc. So I might stream either of those games later, if that part of the collab has arrived. It's definitely confirmed for Rocket League though, but not sure about Fortnite. Gonna wait till the shop refreshes to find out. Halloween events, yep. Halloween events everywhere. Halloween events everywhere, excuse me. Not sure if I said that right. But yeah, that's partially why I'm gaming here and there, non-stop. Oh, I left it on medium. No wonder it doesn't feel like it should turn sharper than it should. I didn't put on softs. Oh well. Too late now. You grab some food? You do you. Take your time. No rush. We'll be here for a little bit a little bit while. Yeah, you can really tell when the car starts to slow down a little bit when you hit the higher part of the rev range. Kinda sad when it happens, but just something to keep in mind when you want to shift. This car is not mega fast. This thing is only at 457. Unassisted by nitrous. Scale Model I. I wonder if it will help if I extend the gearing. A measly 469 kilometers per hour. That was close. That was not close. Sorry. What a mess. Oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of Halloween, Grand Theft Auto Online is also having its Halloween things happening as well. Maybe I should do one GTA Online stream at some point, just to, you know, take in the Halloween festivities again, at least for the year, before it goes away again. I low-key kind of forgot about that. Second. I think I overkilled it with the stars on the back. So many stars. It's a stupid amount. Alright. Time for the other way. And then we'll see how much mileage is left that we need to do, and then we'll take the NSX out for another spin. I'm just a little bit annoyed that the star pattern vinyl that I use for this, you can't recolor them. They're full on white. You can't make them metallic or the like. You can't even like change colors on them. Bit of a shame, really. I forgot to check the tune on the gearbox before we left the PA. Oops. Actually, I meant to do that, and then I forgot. Just typical my smooth brainness. Food. I could use some munchies myself as well. I got chips on the side here, just waiting to be finished, but maybe later. Born Prince again. Wild bird. If that was the unrivaled emperor, I would actually kind of try and challenge him here. I see the bridge. Probably gonna need as much nice as I can to get a top speed with this, but yeah, 470, 480. $483, that's not very good. It's 17 off from 500. I feel like that's quite a distance away. Excuse me. Sorry. Who's this right here? Emperor? You know what, screw it. Why the hell not? No worries whatsoever. Maybe this car just has a good good acceleration. Maybe that's a trade-off with the car not having a super high top speed. Woo! I'm pretty sure the Land Evo is faster than this though. At least it feels like it is. Loyal footman. I low-key want to rematch the Foreign Princess. Maybe with the NSX on the next go. Vanishing Point. I just realized Vanishing Point is driving an old Skyline. I wonder if the game has if this game has an old Dodge Challenger. Surely that guy would actually be driving a Dodge Challenger. The fact that that's like one of the rare occasions where you see someone driving in like the OG classic Skyline, and his name is Vanishing Point, as in like the movie that has a white Dodge Challenger in it. Surely that's a reference in of itself. Yes, I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. There's the King of Spades. I was just having a discussion with some of the peeps in Dove's server, talking about the requirements for King of Spades. You actually have to crash into the Ginza pillars during a race for the guy to spawn. Not crashing into it like literally any other time. Only during a race, and then he shows up. And apparently, someone confirmed that's exactly what you want, what you're required to do. It just wasn't in the hint thing for the guy. It wasn't specified that you had to crash during a race. $159. Ooh, I locked it to here. Alright, screw it. Put it up to 473 then. Yeah, this might work better for the car, I think. It does feel like it should go just a little bit more. Alright. Nah, I'll leave that alone. But yeah, that's done with our 2 runs with the Impreza. Blue-yellow twilight signal. Interesting. Twilight signal. Because I'm so sparkly. What was the one that sparkles? Wasn't it Edward? Team Edward? No, it's the other one. Whatever his name was, I forgot. The vampires. I think Edward is the wolves. Alright, we go back to the NSX. Should be over fairly quickly, but how much more miles do we need? 850? Okay. So exactly, well, almost exactly 150 more kilometers and we got it. He should show himself. So that means we need to clock at least 264 kilometers on the clock. All right. Oh wait, I forgot to change the tires back. Well, actually, I didn't. Technically, I don't, but just for my conscience sake. All right, this should be fairly quick because this car actually is fairly quick. soft. And then yeah, 2 rounds are definitely not enough for this car. So we're gonna go here. But yeah, you'll do 2 rounds, and then after that, I guess actually after we do 1 run, then we do the second run. The second run will keep going instead of going into the parking area until the clock says 260. That's gonna be our goal for our little NSX here. Alright, time to get moving. Glowing ass red NSX. This thing actually wants to fly. Definitely want to catch air at every opportunity. Oh my goodness. The left just lifted off. Did you see that? Sorry. I launched one of those cars. The way this car is shaped definitely is a little bit easier to drive on the cars if the games allows me to. It's like playing Burnout Revenge all over again. It's the freaking traffic checks. Hands off the gearbox, excuse me. A little preoccupied. Well done. The fact that I remember that name so vividly from TXR 3. I swear in that game I think he drove an FC. And now he's driving an FD on this game. I turned in too early. I actually don't understand what's the trip meter for. Doesn't seem to be actually measuring or recording like the amount of kilometers we're doing, because the number is a little bit faster than the kilometer clock. So I really don't understand what the hell the trip meter is for. If I were to hazard to guess, I'm sure that's the thing that's in normal cars as well. So maybe a little Google search later should give me the answers on what the hell the trip meter is for. Brain gave me a jump scare with that shit. Made me do a crash. 917, what's up, loser 917? Let me say your full name. Thank you so much for the raid. Bring in the crew of holy shit, 19 crew members. That's insane. Were you doing some more Forza stuff, 917? Thank you so much for the follow, Gertz Chapich. Shall I just say that? Gertz Chapich. It was all right. Let me guess, more Class A road stuff as per usual. Any crazy shenanigans I should know about, or has it been pretty alright or uneventful, as one would say? How were the races? A Road Street CA? Hell yeah. Custom adventure. Hell to freaking yeah. Technology testing, mostly uneventful. Gotcha. Technology. What technology are we talking about? Are you testing like something on your end? Like, I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind is like headphones or some shit. What are you testing? Also, is the car grounding out? I'm hearing it grinding on the floor. Yep, it's grinding on the floor. It's so low. Oh, I see. Front drive power build limo and new controller. That's cool. A power build limo. Is that still front wheel drive? Since that thing is front wheel drive stock. Surely not, right? Completely destroyed that guy. Losers throwing people off bridges. Yes, Pete Forza. Front wheel drive power build limo. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, you won't catch me dead close. You won't catch me dead near that thing. You won't see me touching that with a 10-foot pole, as that saying goes. But I guess I'll ask for your opinion. How's the build? Is it something that you could actually use? Something that you actually use, or nah? How did that even came about anyway? Like, what convinced you to make a freaking power build limo? Does it go for you? So memes, usable street, not road. Gotcha. Although it's kind of hard for me to figure out like why that's the case. Why is it usable in street and not in road? How about you enlighten me this? How about you enlighten this rusty ass Forza player? What's the deets? Just for fun? Oh, okay, fair enough. Especially if you have traffic going around. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I guess that means the limo is not super competitive in that case, huh? Shit, I launched that freaking guy. $479. We could have gone faster. Launch another one. Because it's front wheel drive, and road tracks are more bendy. Not as much you'd hope, Lamau. I gotcha. I mean, hell, kudos for you to actually making some use out of the limos anyway. Mine's just a good old-fashioned B-class purist build with my limo. Yikes. Anyways, in case anyone curious what we're doing, right now we're trying to get the last wonder to show up for this game, for this new game plus run. Undefeated, by the way, in with an asterisk on that description. But the reason why we're driving around like aimlessly, kinda, is because we're trying to get our mileage up to 3,000 kilometers so the guy can show up. So yeah, we're just basically burning up the freaking Tokyo Expressway right now. Just so this one guy can show his face. Phantom Redeem hat pack. Give me a second. We're gonna head out, grab us some food, and have a good stream, dude. All right, 917. Thanks so much for the raid. A very big raid. It's actually that's probably like one of the biggest I've ever gotten so far. But yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, get some grub. Hope your food will be good. And yeah, get some rest as well. I know I definitely would recommend a good rest. Okay. So, alright, let me do this. No, back to the garage. Since you redeem a hat pad, I'm gonna have to do this. Give me a second. Unidentified driving object. I just realized something. That name that the game gives you, unidentified driving object. I wonder if that's from, you know, actually like getting airtime in this freaking game from wherever activity. I never really thought about that. All right, Pure's limo is the next task. Oh, I see. I just read that. I was about if you're still here, probably not here anymore, but I'm just curious like what class are you gonna put it in? B is definitely where it should be at. But I don't know. If you build it for A, that would be kind of cool. Alright, you want hat pats? You get hat pats. Or actually, I get hat pats. Gonna time this. Give me a second. Not now. Oh, that's an alarm. Wrong thing. Here we go. Right, here we go. Back to where we were. How much more mileage do we actually need? Roughly 100. So we need like 90 more kilometers. So we're just gonna drive around aimlessly until we hit that number, which is 90, which means 168. Let's see if we can get that. Actually, hold on a second. 78, 127. Exactly 127 each for these two cars. I kind of want to actually engine swap this thing right now, actually. Screw it. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna make this a little crazy cappuccino right here. Hopefully it should be fine with V6. Damn, actually I'm not sure actually. Maybe you might want the B10 actually. Speaking of power builds. $178 in this little thing. Okay. This could be a bit insane. Uh, that should be okay-ish. Yeah, we want offset. How's it look at 5? One in. Alright, we should be good. LZ, give me 1.5. Suspension. Stiff that baby up, I suppose. I almost forgot about one little thing. Before we continue, go back to the NSX. Power build Kapu better be possible in Forza Horizon 6, or you're gonna riot, not gonna lie. I hope they're actually gonna add the cappuccino. I don't know if the cappuccino is even in Forza at all at some point. I don't remember if he ever has. But that will definitely, we definitely want one of those for damn sure. All right, just raise a little bit. The fact that the NSX bottoms out on the highway is actually kind of concerning. But yeah, let's freaking roll with the cappuccino with a goddamn V10 swap. Power build freaking. How would that even look like? Freaking cappuccino power build. You don't know? I mean, yeah. I mean, we hope. I mean, the game takes place in Japan, right? Hopefully, you're gonna have a shit ton of like unique, random like Japanese cars that we've never seen before. We can only hope. We definitely need some interesting Japanese cars. Like, we already got some Japanese cars already teased through that one DLC pack that we got for 5. Those freaking... I forgot what they're called. Those, you know, those little, like, little small Nissan cars. I forgot what they're called as a group. But yeah, hopefully we'll get more of that kind of stuff in 6. We can only hope. Alright then, so spawn here. So we need 90 kilometers, okay. Let's get it. A Nissan Heritage Collection cars? Yeah, that's the one. They had a whole different name, like those whole cars as a group. I forgot what they're called. I think it's related to where they're built, I think. You know, the S-Cargo. Freaking S-Cargo. I can't believe they named out their freaking snail dish. S-Cargo, Figaro, the BE1, and then the POW. Those freaking little things. For funsies. Nope. Nope. So right now we're doing an undefeated run, and we're basically, if we lose a race, that whole run's completed, and I don't want it to be dead. But we can cheese it by before we actually like get a confirmed loss. I just Alt F4. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I'm not in this car. I guess it was a bad choice to try and take it down with a fucking teeny tiny freaking K sports car like that. Alright. We'll pretend that never happened. Facility 9T, right? Yeah, 90 kilometers. Alright. No racing. No racing. Well, at least not against bosses like that. We'll avoid that one. Everyone else is fair game. Never again. Well, waste of time as well. Bruh. I think we could have got him actually, because we were catching up. But maybe if we were on the Bayshore line where, you know, shit is a lot more straight, we could have got him. But here, it's a little bit all over the place, especially considering, you know, this car is not exactly super stable. I mean, it's better than the freaking Copen with that thing's front-wheel drive. But it's still kind of wily. Basically no weight. Two-wheel drive. Yeah, it's pretty unruly. Would this be the LFA swap? It is indeed a LFA swap. Good eye. Because there's no other car in this game that has a V10, and that's where the V10 came from. Sure, it doesn't sound like the actual LFA engine, but bear with the game. The freaking black streaks off this car. Wow, yeah. Imagine trying to fit a V10 into this fucking thing. Where would it go? It's like you have to like minimize it just a teeny bit in order for it to fit. Considering the sound is not super accurate to the actual V10 in the LFA, I like to pretend this is actually what is supposed to be like a bike engine, especially in a car this small. I think a bike engine might fit, like something out of a, I don't know, a Hayabusa or something. I don't know what sort of bike engines do people engine swap to cars nowadays? Because I'm pretty sure people are still doing that. Holy shit, I almost completely flipped this car. That's insane. It's so small. Busa swaps mostly? H2R? Yeah. It's mainly those bikes I hear people swapping engines into. I guess every other bike engine is just not as well liked or well usable. I want to challenge Miss Princess over here with this fucking thing. Back with food. Welcome back, 917. Swapping engine swapping a bike with a car engine sounds dope. Technically, we're talking about the other way around, but yeah, that sounds dope too. I think there's a Hot Wheels I remember back in the day where it's like a, you know, it's like a classic American chopper, but it has like a full size V8 car engine in it. Imagine that shit. But yeah, imagine if like it'd be crazy if they even think about doing it. But imagine if like we have like let's say like if we actually get something like this, for example, the Suzuki Cappuccino, and hey, we have the AutoZam, That's the thing. Imagine if they're able to like license the Honda Beat and the Suzuki Cappuccino. We get the freaking trio in Horizon 6. That'd be kind of sick. But as I was saying, imagine if like maybe you get some typical engine swaps for those cars. But imagine if we're able to swap in bike engines as well. Just because that's the thing that people do. I feel like that might be also be pretty sick. Especially if they're actually usable. Trio of cuties. Nah, I know you're talking about just dreaming. I got you, 917. Yeah, but that would be cool. That'd be like the... Remember back in the day when Dodge was a little bit crazy? Remember when they made like a four-wheel-ish sort of bike that was using the Dodge Viper V10 engine in it? I think it was called the Dodge Tomahawk. And no, I'm not talking about the Tomahawk from Gran Turismo. You know, the freaking Vision GT car. There's a different Tomahawk. It was like a Tomahawk bike, but it has like technically has like 4 wheels. Ish. Like 4 tires. That was the thing they made. I suppose that's the thing as well. If you were to put like a normal car size engine in a bike, that might be a bit, you know, hefty to lug around, methinks. So that's something to think about if they actually if a car company is actually or a bike company is going to seriously consider designing one of those things. But yeah, 917. Since you're here, I was gonna ask while you're away getting food. You say you're planning to make a limo purist build, at least as a future agenda. What class are you gonna aim for? Are you gonna aim for A class as well? Because that'd be low-key kind of base if you actually are shooting for A class. BA, gotcha. My purist limo is in B. I think B should be where it's at, but I don't know. Maybe someone might have a build that makes it more worthy to be B and A. I don't know. It's still a freaking limo, lest we forget. Hello. Simply Kaiju, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You didn't need to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the follows, guys. Like, you could just like lurch and see what you want to see and just like, you know, be your merry way and stuff like that. But I really appreciate the follows, guys. I really do. I really do appreciate it. Not S1 for sure. A fucking limo in S1. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I have like a couple of wacky cars in S1. I just don't remember what they are now. This comes kinda along the lines of S1. I suppose the Knight Rider car kind of counts, I guess, because I forgot who it was. I think it was Silva that I convinced to help me build a S1 car for it. S1 version for it. So that's a thing. Excuse me. The car is tiny. I'm still hitting cars. Sounds like greatness. The S1 Knight Rider car. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Silva actually kind of made it work somehow. I mean, obviously it's not meta or anything. It's not even close to meta, but it's a neat little car to drive around for S1 for funsies. Definitely not. Yeah, it's that sort of car. Woo. Can't even challenge him. I forgot what was requirements, but it's whatever. But I guess you guys don't know. This game has a Honda S660 as well. This game doesn't have a few cars that I'm curious whether or not Forza Horizon 6 are actually gonna have or not. Like a goddamn Subaru Levorg. They're freaking like essentially a legacy estate, but we don't call it a legacy anymore. I think that'd be cool to drive around in a Forza game. There's Record X again. Never again. After this, we'll go back to the garage, and then I'm gonna try it with the V6 actually, because I'm not 100% sure whether or not the V6 actually is better for this car, because the V6 can get more power than the V10. Weird thing about weird to hear, I know, but it is lighter, so I wonder that could be to the Cappuccino's benefit. And this rear-wheel drive, maybe it'll be better with a V6, even though it's a little tiny car. It doesn't have to deal with the drawbacks of having a front-wheel drivetrain. I know you can make your you can make foamy cappuccinos that defy physics, but it's unreal. Oops. Well, that's the end. Well, it's good timing. We want to go back to the garage anyway. Scarlet Majestic Aura. You call that majestic? All the black streaks everywhere? Looks kind of a little much, if you ask me. I don't really call this majestic, but sure. Alright, let me take the pad off. So that's the timer for it. So let's see here. Little 10 million burned. So what we at? 425. Yeah, I guess it's technically worse actually. Don't we need to play modify the gearbox? Yeah, speed measure is a little bit down. Maybe accelerates a little bit better, but we do have access to a little bit more speed though, so maybe you want that. Maybe we would prefer that. Alright, we need to drive at least 22 more kilometers. Hold on. Do we want to switch to another car? Since we're here. Gigachino spotted? Hell yeah, El Samu. Nice of you to show up at the right moment. Well, since you're here, screw it. Let's drive around the Gigachino, as you say. Do a little bit more. We need 20 more kilometers so that freaking indomitable Alexander can show his face. Yeah, screw it. Let's mess around on the C1 for a little bit. How you been now, Samu? Nice of you to show up. We're technically still lossless on our New Game Plus run here, so hopefully when we're done with 2 more bosses later, we should get the 2 achievements to pop for it. You still only like stage 2 New Game Plus? Been building a 405 Team Wars track? Ah, how's that going for you? Oh, Hybrid Gambler is here. Am I gonna alt F4 here as well? Not really. I just need to be extra careful with the corners. There we go. Hope it wasn't too frustrating making that track. This aura is also kind of making it hard to see because there's so much black around it. Like, it looks menacing, but it really is actually kind of making it a little bit hard to see. Doing double road run proud. Running the same car as her. Wrong car to challenge, but whatever. Is this a Wonder Weekend challenge? I think so. Oh, that was very close. I was almost gonna crash straight into the pillar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I didn't realize Manabe was gonna go that way. I was going too quickly. Uh-oh. I hope that didn't count as a loss just yet. That was a little sketchy. I was going down the road so fast I didn't realize he was gonna go that way. Alright, we didn't lose, technically. I go call the UFO again. Yeah, we're still at 0. And we're still not at a number yet, goodness gracious. That was a bit of a scare. I'm pretty sure if you get a draw, I'm sure that's technically counts as a loss as well. That's a bit yikes. That was really close. 10.5 kilometers more we need. You know what? We're just gonna stick to the base shoreline. Gonna stay there. This is why I was not like challenging people like at all when I do these things, because if I make a mistake and if I don't all that for it in time, that's gonna be counted as a loss, and then this whole undefeated run will be for nothing. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I can do another run, sure, but still, I'd rather get out of the way so I don't need to worry about freaking not losing all the time. So yeah, we're just getting another racing right now. We don't really need to race anymore anyway. We already got the BAD name related to this aura. Little go-kart. I kind of want to do this anyway. I want to go get the speed trap at the bridge, see how fast this Gigachino, as someone dubs it, can go. Look at that, 460 kilometers, 470. It's like a breeze for this car. Little speeding bullet. Can you imagine a K car going this fast? 470 kilometers per hour. If that hits anything, it's gonna get flattened into complete nothingness. If it crashes at that speed. I was just thinking to myself, I accidentally pressed the downshift button on that. It's almost like I money shifted the goddamn thing. I think we hit our target already. But let me get the speed trap at the end of the bridge. Or in the middle of the bridge, excuse me. And then we'll go back to the garage, take down Alexander, and then last but not least, take down the true final boss. Once more. For the second time. Do I want to risk it though? Part of me wants to. We'll do it. You don't need to worry about branching to a different route, but surely this Gigachino can catch up, right? Yeah, pretty easily. I might even hazard to I might even consider saying that it might be able to give Unrivaled Emperor a run for his money as well, I think. Although I'm not 100% sure on that, to be fair. I think it might... I think we do have a slightly higher top speed than Unrivaled Emperor, but That's a big guess from my part. $499. Can we hit 500 on the speed trap? Yep. Exactly 500. Alright, back to the garage. Alexander should be out and about now. Still at no losses. We don't need to drive the Gigachino anymore a little bit. I would actually want to end this with my bay here. So, please tell me he's running around now. Yep, there he is. Time to take him down and finish this run once and for all. $3,000 for, as El Samu dubs him, a mid rival. Because he's gone through all this effort to get so much like mileage, which, to be fair, actually in my opinion is actually not that bad, but I know people will be complaining, so there's grounds for, you know, for some annoyance. But the fact that he had to do so much in order to get this one rival, and the rival's not even that good to race against. As a matter of fact, he's fairly easy. Here he is, finally. Indomitable Alexander. What level are you again? 18. Yeah, not even like a... Not even a level 20 plus rival. The game actually expects you to have like that much kilometers a lot earlier, apparently. Makes one think. I just like that it forces you to go to the garage when you're done, when you defeat all the wonders. There he is. Oh my god. I hate it actually always starts here though. Why couldn't it be like further down the Bayshore line? Oh well. You should be able to beat him easily, just right here. Just like the first time. Actually maybe not though. I think we actually started a bit further back than here. Yeah, a lot further back, I think. Alright, let's see if we can take him right here. Maybe not actually. No way. If once we hit that corner, he's gonna completely destroy me. I'm very certain. So maybe after the corner, we'll give it a shot. I'm pretty sure he's gonna out accelerate me though. This is actually gonna be a bit tough. I can already feel it. Alright, let's give it a shot. If not, we was all at 4 as always. He crashed already. There we go. Yep, and we got 2 achievements popped at the same time. That's GG's. So is it any cutscene actually any different? Or is it actually the same ending? I feel like I've read this before, so yeah, surely. But yeah, that's the end of our New Game Plus run, I suppose. GG's everyone. We finally done. Yeah, we're definitely seen discussing before. Yeah, it lies beyond somewhere we've yet to see. Keep on racing. I definitely will. I just don't know how much longer, actually. You gotta be realistic. Shuto Expressway Incarnate. I think that's the name that people were talking about that you get if you finish a run without losing. So GG's. So, what's the game plan now? We're at 50,000 CP, 50 million CP. So, I can just go back to the map and you know, go around racing people and get money again. But I think the smart thing to do is to start a New Game Plus run again and just start over. I think that's the best course of action if you ask me. But with that in mind, so we got 50 million CP to spend. What I'm gonna do, so let me double check the collection we have here. Go to DC2. Got a T-Spec GTR, and then we got an LFA. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy every single car that I actually would want. As a matter of fact, I think we literally got every single car in the perk tree. Let me see. Let me try and buy as much as I can, and see how much perk points are left over. So we bought literally everything that's in these 3 perk trees. What about here? Is all the skills. Some more lenient. 2 damage from walls. Prevent damage from collision 1 per battle. It is not just consumption. These 2 are actually kind of nice. So I'll just buy these first. Hunter of the strong foes. In battles against leaders, reduce the tire wear, nitro, system consumption, and collision damage. Okay. Defense increased by 4% for the first 30 seconds. Damage, reduce damage taken from opponents by 2. Reduce damage from center of attention. actually would prefer this more. So the reason why I'm spending on the BP right now is like if we actually do start another New Game Plus run, then we'll get all the BP that we literally just spend here like back straight up. And then we'll know how much BP we'll be able to like just use up in order to like literally buy everything from every like page. Send this in for taking damage by opponents. Intrusion battle. Single course run with each victory. It won't increase beyond the upper limit. Interesting. Let me buy all this. Let me buy all the healing stuff. Finally, I'm at 1,000. Deal damage. Yeah, increase defense, everything. Distance. Increase defense by 5 for each victory. Sure. I legit completely forgot about the just SL freaking mechanic. I keep forgetting about it, not gonna lie. We finally used up all our BP, and yeah, we bought 3 full pages of stuff and a good chunk of the driver perk tree as well. So BP well spent and BP well earned back once we start New Game Plus again. All right, let's see what we want to buy. What cars do we want to build like in the near future? What the hell are these wheels? Huh, okay. So we got the Copen. We definitely want a Honda Beat. Definitely keeping the yellow. Let's see what plate. We'll stick with this one. 518. Like that. PP1. This thing is called. I guess that'll do. What other Hondas do we want to buy? I'll buy the Life maybe on some other time. Ooh, S2000. Oh yes, we want the other NSX of the generation. Oh yeah, look at all these choices of color. But we're gonna go with good old-fashioned championship white. Hold on. What plate do we have on the other NSX? One for two. I don't remember. I don't recall what that plate is in relation to. Oh wait, I know what 4 is. Let me see if I can recall. change out the plate again. What is that? That's a new province I don't recognize, so let's go with that. 06. Go with that. That'll do. So nice. Alright, let's see. Any other car we want? I kind of want an S2000, see what that's like. And a DC5 as well. Lexus, we already got an LFA. I'm not too crazy about these two cars specifically, but we'll perhaps try and get them on a future run. Mazda, we already got the RX-7s. I could go for the Atenza. We could go for the Evo. I actually want to try the Evo 10. Oh yes, we definitely want the OG Skyline for sure. That's a new province I've never seen before as well. Go with that. 5, 3, 1. This. Uh, 6, 3, 1, 0. There we go. Ooh, silver. Huh. Go with red. I might change it to a custom color later. Alright, what else do we want? I would like an S15. And I definitely would like to collect the other Skylines, I suppose. Play around with those. Would I want this one? I mean, maybe I would. May as well collect the whole set. All the GTRs in this game. Subarus. Any Subarus I would like? I could go for the Laborg. The freaking Bug-Eye Subaru. Got a Hawkeye as well. Anyway, the music also broke. Don't mind that. I'm not too crazy about the Suzukis right now. I could go and buy an 8.6. Represent the rolling guys. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Velfire. Right. Oh, yes. Hold on. Let me see. Chaser would be nice. Are these arranged by price? Yes, they are. Alright. In that case, let's buy the Celsior first. Since it's like kind of a unique thing here. Color change. Ooh, nice purple. Shoutouts to Gachan from Midnight. We'll take this province. 3, 9, 9, I guess. This A, B, C, D, give. 3, 6, 3, 1. Yeah, that'll do. Let me go here so we can fix the sound, at least for a little bit. So we still got 28 to burn. I do want to buy the Velfire. Maybe I'll buy this one in the future, but I think I do want to buy the other Skylines so I can play around with them. Yeah, let's do that. First off, the R32 first. Make it black, maybe. I might make it a little bit of a darker silver. Maybe this silver actually, that should be fine. I don't think we have seen this province before. I could be wrong though. Where should we go with that? 3, 7, 3. That's 4, 3, 2. No backlit. No one backlit on that. Okay. Speaking of which, actually, let me double check. Any cars that we just bought that could use, that would suit a backlit plate? Nope. Alright, let's buy our R33 as well. Make it purple. I like it in purple. That's the problem, I don't recognize either. 369. Nice. The game gave me that number. I didn't choose it myself. 733. That'll do. Alright, we still got 19 million to burn. What other cars do we want to get? Evo X? Sure. We'll keep it red. I think we have this province before, so let's see. We have that province before, I think. I could be wrong though. No. What is that? Oh, that looks familiar, so no. What the heck is this? That's a province I've never seen before. This one Japanese character. Oh, it's a final edition as well. I just realized. I didn't realize they actually have the final edition in the game. That's kind of cool, actually. CZ4A. Go with that. Alright. 14 million left. What else do we want to buy? I low-key kind of want to buy the Eclipse as well. Mazda. I kind of want to buy the Atenza, aka the Mazda 5. It's an interesting card I never I hardly see it anymore nowadays. What plate do we have on it? Oh, U plate. There's a Y on it? Sure, I guess we'll go with that one. Yeah, this 36A. Yeah, there's letters on this one. Let's see, what kind of plate? 6635. There you go. That's a sweet thing. I think it's all-wheel drive as well, if I remember correctly, isn't it? No, it's front-wheel drive. I think all-wheel drive is the Mazda Speed version, I think. Or the MPS, whatever that version is called. I swear that thing was all-wheel drive. Alright. Let's get our hands on the S2000 as well. 32K? $38C? These plates. There's that same province again. The single character province. We'll go with that one. Color! What color do we want? I like my S2000s as white though. So we go with white. Go with that. 3. We can put multiple letters as well. Why not? AP1. There we go. We are at 9 million now. What else do we want to buy? Shall we go for it and buy a Bellfire? Ooh, I would like a Chaser as well. So let's calculate this. So roughly 4 million, 4.5 million. I guess with this, we are officially ran out of money, I think. We buy these 2 cars. Anything else we want to buy besides these? I definitely would like a DC-5. That'd be kind of cool to have. But maybe when we make money on the next New Game Plus run. I definitely want to buy the Eclipse as well. Or the GTO actually. GTO would be nice. But I know the Eclipse is just slightly more enticing because you don't see that car anymore nowadays in games. And we want a Sylvia as well. The Z32 could be something as well. I don't know. Suzuki, Subaru. Don't really care too much about the BRZs. Any other Imprezas? Honestly, I actually would like a Lavorg. I don't know, something about it. But yeah, I think we'll buy the Veilfire and then the Chaser. Or we buy Chaser first. Doesn't really matter either or. Give me white, plain white. The sound is broken again. I don't think that's a province. We don't have. I think we have that province before. I don't remember which that one is, but I recognize the characters. Oh, I think that's new, I think. So, make it white. Go with that. 3, 8, 5. That one. And 2, 1, 0, 0. Go with that. And then after that, Veilfire. Goddamn Veilfire, dude. What plate do we want? We definitely gonna go with a backlit one for sure. But what province do we want? That province looks unfamiliar. Okay, I guess we go with that one. We want this purple. I like my Veilfire in purple. Here, 3, 1, 4. That one. And what the heck was that chassis code? 6, 6, 3, 5. I feel like one of the cars I literally just bought not that long ago has a similar number plate. Alright, but yeah, we are now under 1 million. I don't think we can buy a car with that amount left. So let me do this. Oh, no. Okay, first. Well, it sounds kind of fixed. So, let's see. We have 35 cars. Oh, right. This one is supposed to be backlit. There you go. 6635. I swear we have something that's... Oh, this one. Yeah, literally the same numbers, but a different province and whatnot, so... I guess it's fine. I got it. Let me change the first 2 numbers. Now I'm happy. Alright. So yeah, we got a few more cars to play with, but we need money. And rather than, you know, going out there and bullying some drivers that we already been, let's rewind time and go back to the beginning once more, shall we? We're gonna give most of the bullying, well, I call it bullying again, but I think we should definitely stick to cars that I would like to drive. In this case, let's see if we can get the NSX to 1,000 kilometers on the odometer. But yeah, save that. Back to title. And yeah, let's start another new game plus run. We got our 2 achievements that we wanted to get. All that's left is the 365 days achievement. But You know what? I think I'm gonna do that off stream in the future. I don't know when. Probably like after we end stream today, because you know, I'm still gonna be playing this game for sure. But I think going forward, I think I might just play this game off stream for the foreseeable future until the next big update comes out, which I think is in December. You know, as they announce. October was meant to have a fairly substantial update as well, but that got delayed, and I think it's gonna be bundled together with whatever else is happening on December. So fingers crossed that it's gonna be a big update on December for this game. So we're probably gonna stream the game again in the future, but that future might be all the way in December. Tunes and acquired skills. 16,000 BP you spent. Way more than 9,999 that the game caps at. That's insane. Alright. So first off, we're gonna buy all the perks that are in here. May as well. And now that we have got our... Wait. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Let me finish this stuff first. Let me go to option first, and so I can check on Steam. Yeah. So, undefeated legend. Reach the true ending without ever losing. And then back to that place once more. Reach the true ending in a new game plus. So yeah, we don't need to worry about losing anymore. So technically, even if we lose going forward, I don't care anymore. I don't care if that's gonna blemish my freaking stats on the current run. I definitely don't care. So yeah, GG's. Hold on. Yeah. We're just gonna play like complete casuals now. New game plus? Yeah, pretty much. There's gonna be a shit ton more pluses in the future, I foresee. And apparently, like as someone discussed, I think we've talked about this. I'm fairly certain you can new game plus as many times as you want. Which is a good deal. Engine swap as well, why not? A good chunk of that BP is from the engine swap, but 16,000 BP though. That's insane. So the amount of like BP you will be spending is way more than the cap that games actually gives you, the max cap. I kind of find that a little bit funny. Now at this point, I think quality of life thing they should give you is like when you start a new game plus, if you have a shit ton of BP, give us a button to just buy literally everything that's in the perk tree. That would be useful, methinks. Another thing I like as well. So when you do your first run, you can choose to be challenged or enjoy. And challenge, of course, you know, it locks the progression based on like your story progression. Whereas enjoy, you can pretty much just buy whatever perks you have as long as you got the PP. But once you start a new game plus, the give up button has gone. So I was like, so does that mean I'm like forced into an enjoy mode? No, I think you'll forever have this on the side here that shows off that if you screen cap this page at any point, if you have this here, it just goes to show that you've completed your first run in challenge mode. You never switched over to enjoy mode or give up, as a game passive aggressively like calls it. So I guess in a way that's a bit of like a bragging rights thing, that you finish the game at least once in challenge mode. And it will forever be over here to tell you. So even though you're over here buying all these perks again, like as if it's like it's enjoy mode, the game knows that you finished the game before in like fully challenged mode. So the game what's the word? Recognizes your achievement, I guess, if you want to call it that. So that's the whole tuning perk tree got. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy only cars that I don't have yet. At least the ones that are like, you know, I can like get out of the way. So we got this S60 maybe, yeah. Get EK9. We don't have this Civic yet, so I'll get that one just in case. DC5's over here. We bought an S2000, but what else do we not have? Oh yeah, the 2 NSXs that's down here. If I ever decide to buy them. Then I'll buy the 2 Lexuses. At the moment, I don't think I'll buy like a second car of the same model. But maybe way down the line, if I have like space, I might consider buying like another car just, you know, for the hell of it. The two other roadsters, RX-8, the RX-7s. We already got the RX-7s, so we don't need them. But we do need the GTO and the Eclipse over here. It's funny how the Eclipse is down here. I wonder if that subtly implies that the game is saying that this car is actually slightly better than these three. I can't wait to get my hands on the Eclipse and see how it can do with like an engine swap. Gonna get the Sylvias. We don't really need the Skylines anymore, although we do need this one though, just in case if I decide to buy it. But we don't need the Z's anymore, except this one. So we're gonna do this and buy this one. Lavorix, BRZ, sure, why not? Just if I decide to. And then all the other Imprezas, literally all the other WRXs. If I ever decide to buy more of them. Any Bug-Eye fans in chat? Or are people more fans of the Blob-Eye, which for some reason is actually not in this game? The Blob-Eye has been... Oh no, Blob-Eye is here. Okay, so literally all the Imprezas are actually in here. So you got the GC8, the Bug-Eye, the Blob-Eye, and then the Hawkeye. That's actually kind of cool. I thought like one of them's left out. I guess not. We don't need. We definitely want the. I mean, potentially we could buy the wagon at some point. EV, any other ones? Chaser we got. Velfire. Ooh. I'll buy the FJ at some point. 11. GTA6. Oh, yeah, we have none of the Supras. GR6, and we got the GRs. We already got the GRs, so we don't need it. Alright, in that case, skills. We still got 4,000 points to spend. Let's get all the stats first. Get ourselves all the way to level 30 from the get-go. Alright, so yeah, we're level 30 again. Let's see here. What do we actually want? Slight restores SP gauge, proportional damage dealt to opponents. It's actually really tempting. What else do we have? Swing course run. SP gauge increased by 10. Lane cornering. Yeah, I really like these two. These two really like keep you alive for sure. Definitely am a fan. So what will be our third one? For our third, I think we use extended distance before taking damage or damage opponent. Yeah, it was extended distance before taking damage from opponents, I think. That we got. And I don't know, I think I want to do the same. Actually, you know what? No. We want as long of a run with our stuff as we can be. So we're definitely gonna have all of this nice because we don't really care about losing anymore. So if we lose, we lose. No problems there. So yeah, we'll just this is what we want to do. Actually, Hunter Strong Foe. This actually is not good, actually, because leaders doesn't really mean anything. All the bosses, I guess bosses work. Oh, Wanderers as well. Okay. Okay, never mind. That works. And collision damage. Huh, actually, that's kind of cool. Alright, so we're gonna use these three. So that we have a long as run as we can. Anything else? I guess we could just literally just spend on literally anything else. Considering we have all this BP just sitting here. We definitely need a button where you can just like literally buy everything that's on one page, I think. Definitely would be easier. I may as well use up all the BP. This is gonna take a while. Hopefully, we'll have enough. I'm sure we definitely have enough, I think. New Game Plus is such a very good feature in video games. Such a good thing to have. You know, people have a some people have like a great kick getting out of replaying like old games again and again. But I never actually am the kind of person who actually would enjoy going back and replaying the same games all over again sometimes. Because I have this weird thing where when I play a game and then finish it, I never really like the idea of having to like start over again, because then all my old stuff, all the stuff that I had before, was all gonna go poof. I never really liked that concept. Which is why it's actually kind of hard for me to like find myself enjoying trying to play games again that I have already played before. One, I already played the game before, so I mean, sure, maybe after a while, maybe the enjoyment is back again if you know replay like after several years. Maybe the effect might come back. But at the same time, when you replay a game, then like start from the bottom again and go back to the top where you once were before. I don't know, that kind of makes me feel like I'm wasting my time a little bit. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm alone in this having these sort of thoughts, but I never really like replaying old games just for the sheer fact that you have to start from the beginning again with nothing, and I never really liked that. I would rather experience nothing once and never again. I don't know. I wonder if I'm weird like that. But anyways, let's trounce these guys with a goddamn engine swapped V6 NSX. I think now we can skip all these. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to double check the reference page as well, because I think I collected every single dialogue this game has that the NPCs will tell you. So I think going forward, once I see all those like dialogue bubbles, I can ignore them as well. Wait, I didn't even put any like we didn't put on any skills. Alright, let's do one loop around the C1 and then go back to the garage. Let's start clocking those kilometers. Also put the freaking additional rules back on. I almost forgot about that. Excuse me. God, you catch so much air now on that bit. Sheesh. Let me get this out of the way as well before I forget. Do this little race. And then crash. And I still won. Sure, that's all I need to. I don't need to worry about that anymore with a King of Spades on this run. Alright, back to the garage. Since we got all the off ramps. Your first victory. So something I'm gonna do going forward is that so full throttle dancer, I will always be full throttle dancer. But going forward, I think since we're gonna be focusing on a few cars, I think on the run, or at least here and there, we're gonna change up our BID name finally for a little bit. So I will always be, actually, you know what? I'm gonna screen cap this because I'm gonna tie the BID name specifically to the car in hand. So before we do that, let me get all of this first. So we want nitrous. Shit. I said I want nitrous. I want fireware, and I also want Hunter Strong Foes. So full throttle dancer. That's in relation to my skyline, I think. I would say. That way, at least we know who's it referring to. The Honda NSX. Where are you at? You are. What name shall we dub it? Or shall we name the what shall we name the driver of this sort of car? Let's see. What special titles do we have? Oh my god. We have so many now. Rapid, swift attack. Swift attack maybe? Momentary, quick kill, lightning speed. Resilient, distant, infinite, scraping by. Swift attack. Path. Game God, Fallen Angel. Swift attack, Fallen Angel. Swift attack, Shadow. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? Swift attack, Spirit. Sass. At some point, I'm gonna run out of like BAD names as well, because there's only so many combinations that could apply to every single car. Game God, bruh. Infinite. Enduring. Miraculous. Swift attack wizard. Destroyer. Dark magistrate. Conqueror champion. Swift attack ninja. Professor. Maybe not ninja, at least not in relation to this car. Dominator. Afterglow. That might work. Alright then. Yeah, let's go on the outer loop this time, so we can pick up all the freaking off ramps. We'll see how fast we can go through these stages. So we'll try and take down stage 1, and then maybe we'll take down stage 2. But I think at stage 2, we'll probably at the point where we can call it quits, I think. How long have we been live so far? 2.5 hours? Yeah, not too shabby. Excuse me. Wrong car. Oh my god. We'll see how long we'll last. Either around the 4-hour mark, if I've noticed. I think that's what we'll call it. Or at the end of possibly stage 2. If we get there fast enough. Whoops. Sometimes you drive by so fast, you can't tell whether or not the rival that is supposed to race is a traffic car or not. This is why this is my excuse. Why I challenge that one random traffic car instead of the actual rival that's right in front of it. I am actually low-key excited of like what's the next big update's gonna be for this game, because apparently one of the things that was discussed in relation to the future updates that this game is gonna get in the future is a mode based off the Street Supremacy. So I didn't know what Street Supremacy was, so I watched Dove's video about it not that long ago, and I learned it was a PSP only title that it's kind of downsized in a way, but at the same time it's a completely like new experience where obviously instead of like playing as like a typical Tokyo Extreme racer affair where you're a solo guy trying to take down every single racer on the freaking expressway, you're actually part of a crew of like one of the pre-existing crews that already existed, and you try and take over the essentially the whole like expressway like territory. It's almost like Need for Speed Carbon in a way with the team mechanics. Speaking of Carbon, also there's like there was offhandedly mentioned it's also like Carbon owned the city, which is also like the another team crew team-ish mechanic sort of game stuff, and it's for a mobile device as well. As a matter of fact, I think both were on the PSP. So I really am curious how they're gonna integrate that into this game. I am low-key like kind of interested in how they work that out. I really look forward to it. Hopefully it's like not an afterthought in how it's like designed and made. And I hope it's like a full-on proper like game mode or something. That should be pretty fun and straightforward. And obviously this is on top of all the others, the usual extra content they're gonna add to the game, like more cars, for example. I really hope they have like a good choice of like non-Japanese cars to add to the game. And maybe also some Japanese ones. I don't know. I won't judge. Just like curious on what they're gonna add to the game. Is all. I'm very curious on what they're gonna add to the game in general. To be completely honest, I need my replay features like yesterday. I was actually so hoping for them to add that like very soon. Like I think that's supposed to be part of the October update before it got delayed. So now that's, I think, yeah, as I said, I think it's gonna be delayed all the way to December with the other December update. So it's gonna be a fairly chunky update, I think, coming in December for this game. But we're just gonna have to wait around a couple months for that to happen first. But I'm definitely going to look forward to it, and when it happens, I'm definitely going to be streaming the game again for sure. Good old Happy Chappy. Good old Crimson Boy. Skip that. Hey, we got a couple million again. Sure. Let's get the boss out of the way, why not? May as well. Sorry. Sorry again. It's kind of funny to have an explanation why these three guys are in Laborgs. And then later on when you rematch it, they'll be in like proper cars. Good old Auntie Cyberdame. Malice. Challengers. Oh yeah, right. Split a team out anyway, and then we'll tick out Rolling Guy. Rolling guy number 3. Peaceful Challenger. Oh, there he is. Downhill Challenger. Huh, immediately. Roulette guy, super early. It's kind of funny because I think during our previous 2 runs we full-fledged worker. Don't remember if I had that name before. Pretty sure I did. I think. I never remember worker. Yeah, full-fledged. I think we got that name before. But yeah, I think we always beat rolling guy like first of all. I think almost every so often. Let's get Polaris out of the way. Since she's here and all. Dive bomb straight into Polaris. My NSX in the background, just creeping. She quiet. She quiet. Alright, rolling guy. Yeah, all the way over there. Let's get these rolling guys out of here. After this team, and potentially maybe the last boss, or actually, you know what? The next time we get forced into the garage again, I'm gonna go out and hydrate just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Crash straight into the guy. So insane being so fast at this early stage. It look, he kind of is. Sorry. Rolling guy number 2. Rolling guy number 1's boss card looks actually kind of sick, not gonna lie. The way it's done looks really good. When I first saw it as a teaser on the Genki's channel, it looks so good. Shout out to these two guys technically having the same pose. On-time worker. On time. Rolling Master. He's a boss, he's not even a wanderer. Oh no, he's a boss. Good old Rolling Master. Sister rolling gals, brother rolling guy. Just knows that. Legendary tuner. Alright. Gotta clear all these guys now. Alright, as I said, once we're done with that, that's not stage 1 actually yet. So stage 1 is actually all of that stuff first. So we're still at stage 1. So I don't know. How long will we be at now? Almost 3 hours? Yeah. I think by the time we're done with stage 1, I think that's gonna be 4 hours, and I think that could be a good time to call it. But that's 1 hour from now. Give me a second, I'm gonna go and hydrate, and then we'll continue our excursion. BRB. Alright, let's see here. $52 kilometers. Alrighty then. So I guess we're gonna stay on the C1 and clear as many peeps that are rolling around here as possible. So yeah, let's do that. Start from here. Or actually, no, start from here. I think that's the best spot. Oh, he's doing the thing now. I have no idea how this triggers. Yeah, I have no idea how this triggers this bug. Huh. So the other time this happened before was when so when I defeat a rival, their team boss shows up, but because I went down one way, but the boss actually usually takes another route beforehand. But because we went down the road that's not like, you know, the route that the boss usually takes, the guy just drove straight into the corner, into the wall, like hoping to like, essentially like thinking like he wants to go back to the other route. So this is an interesting bug right here. But this is the first time I've ever seen the bug actually just happen like straight up like that. As a matter of fact, the only other time I've seen this bug happen before was when I was watching Black Panther's videos on him playing TXR. And he had one instance where AI just literally just drove him straight into the wall and not move. Look at those lips. Speaking of like underutilized mechanics, like the just excel skill. Apparently, yes, you can change the direction of the rivals if you know time it correctly. So when the thing like pops up and tells you like where's the rival's route, which direction is the rival supposed to go. Apparently, yes, you can like switch whatever like route they want to go, as long as you like signal like during that particular point where you know the game tells you like where the rival's gonna go. If you don't tell them where to go, so I need to test that later for damn sure. Big Dipper. Infinity. So we'll keep going that way. Fox daughter. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So many cars I flipped just because the NSX is essentially a wedge. Yeah, you can switch. Okay. All right. That's something to consider in the future. But then again, I probably will forget about it, just like I forgot about just Excel. So you can change the route that your rival is gonna take. It's actually kind of cool. That actually works, supposedly. My opponents didn't get to be fast enough to catch up and so I can find out, but should be fine, right? Surely. Okay, so go into that little PA there. Alright, give me another second, guys. Alright. I am back. Let's get back to it. Whew. I think it's gonna be a short stream, another short stream today. Whew. Yeah. Once the stream hits 4 hours, I think we're just gonna call it there. We're gonna try and do as much as we can before we get to that point. So you have to choose, like, once that pop-up shows up, I think. At least that's my understanding. Ooh, Trophy's playing some Little Nightmares. I was watching the highlights compilation of Rainaris Jr. So I guess it actually really does work. Turn to garage just to double check something. Oops. $420. Smoke weed every day. We're gonna blaze it. 6 million. Oh, so that's where those dialogues comes from. Pre-battle, not yet won. Already won. What the hell? Battle cancelled. Oh! Huh. Draw. So there's still more dialogue missing, but I guess these are related to the actual rivals. Totally didn't think about this. 35 cars. 120. Pretty sure that's not enough to buy every single car that the game has right now anyway. Which includes boss cars, apparently. Alright, yeah. I think the whole ordeal of me having to play the game again, like, I do enjoy playing the game again, not gonna lie. But considering how late it is, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut the stream short right here. Just like literally like last time, I think. I'm pretty sure when when we defeated like unknown like during a stream. I think after that I was like especially tired and I cut the stream short again. I think history has literally repeated itself. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Tiredness is hitting me. I want to take a little nap, and I think I don't know. I might play Fortnite later, or Rocket League. I don't know. See what happens. Either or. But yeah, we shall see. If I feel like streaming again later down the line, we'll play like another game. Maybe either Rocket League or Fortnite. We shall see what I feel like playing. But yeah, I think with that in the way, with that out of the way, I think I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna take a little break. And yeah, we shall see if I'll get up and start gaming again and maybe fire up another stream if I feel like it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the notion of me having to replay a game a whole go through the game again, I'm very certain that has an effect on me of make me more tired than I actually should be. But I don't know. I definitely do feel like I should take a nap today, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and let me pause it here. So let's see. VOD is still live. Tofi's, yes, streaming Little Nightmares. Clive Baker's Undying. That looks new. That's a game I never heard before. Okay, let's see. How long has he been live? Oh, goddamn ads. I might rate him. Let me share a few more. Share just a little bit of love for him. Oh wow, he's been live for 3 hours. I'm afraid if I rate him, it might just end like shortly after as well. But you know what? Screw it. Actually, no. Hold on. Tofi's playing Little Nightmares. Let's see how long has she been live. 2 hours? Yeah, we're gonna rate Tofi. We haven't rated her in a while, so why not start now? So it's Halloween month, so she's gonna be playing she's playing a sort of scary game right now, Little Nightmares, good old classic. So yeah, we'll rate her for today. And yeah, say hi if you want to say hi, or lurk, or either or. Doesn't matter to me. But nonetheless, if you want to, just say give her some love. It's totally up to you. But in any case, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I think for me, I think that's gonna be the last stream for Trick Extreme Racer for the time being. We'll probably stream the game again when next update comes out, or anything like substantial that that could require a stream or so. But I think I don't think we can get any updates until December, methinks. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I think we shall see if I'll feel like streaming again later when I get up from my nap or take for my break, I suppose. We shall see. Rocket League or Fortnite, or maybe neither. Like maybe no stream at all, but it's whatever. But yeah, enough jibber jabber. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and peace out until next time, which is maybe later or the next time I stream, whenever that will be. Probably will be a while though, because I got some VODs to look over and possibly upload. But yeah, until next time. Peace out, guys. Love you all. Oh yeah, and shoutouts to wait, cancel. Quick cancel. Shoutouts, I'm gonna do quick shoutouts. So shoutouts to for 917, what's up losers, 917 for the raid. We're a big crew of 19 people, I think, actually. Again, I need to, yeah, god damn it. I guess I should unblock that word viewer if I'll think about it. Probably not. But yeah, they brought in a big raid with 19 viewers. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, alright. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out in other ways. I already said everything I want to say. Restarting the raid, just so I can give her a little bit of love. Alright, anyways, said everything I wanted to say. Hope to see you guys soon next time. Don't know when. But yeah, stay safe, guys.